a year ago, any war inside Russia was supposed to be a red line, but the Ukraine has crossed that red line, and now it's actively attacking the Russian towns near the border. Do you expect escalations from the Russians?
Karthik, see, let's just study the Kurk's intrusion. I can't call it a counteroffensive. It's too shallow, too small. And study what should be Russia's reaction to it. Firstly, they went in about 20 kilometers, moved further because it is a lightly defended area, second line Russian troops, and they've gone, say, 30, 35 kilometers. But the number of troops that are supporting the Ukrainian offensive are just about three brigades. And they will run out of steam, what we call the culminating point. So, moment they reach the culminating point, they will either have to withdraw for logistics or they will have to consolidate. That means getting two or three more divisions in that place. Having studied Ukraine's forces and their ability to go inside and to cause real damage to Russia, Ukraine would have to move at least two to three more divisions to consolidate the area around Kiev, around Kursk. And I can't think of the forces coming in from there. So whatever damage they're doing, and they're doing damage to the Russian morale, doing damage to their population, but definitely militarily it's not going to bother because once they reach the culminating point, that means the last point at which they can go further, they will have to stop, Karthik. Logistically, they'll have to stop. Russia has always fought battles where they traded space for time. And the Kursk region has seen a lot of battles during the Second World War, and the population is quite, though it's young and has may not remember the battles, but it's something that Russia is a very vast country, and it's not really going to affect their mainland. Whereas Ukraine faces, a loss of extremely important regions like the Donetsk region and of course Kiev subsequently. So if Ukraine moves more forces into Kursk, she will have to withdraw them from the forces that are stopping the Russian advance in the Donetsk region. Donetsk, as you know, is a industrial hub. So these are the issues, Karthik, that you take into account one way or the other.
General, you understand the Russian psyche. My question to you is there a possibility of escalation of different sort of armament used in this war? Like, for example, Russians have deployed a level of armament, a level of missile. Do you think that they can escalate to something bigger? I'll just give you an example. Maybe you can explain it to our viewers. After the Americans couldn't get when they decided that, they'll need to fight another war with Japan, they used nuclear bomb. So I'm not saying that this war is going to go nuclear, but can they move to a different level of attrition inside Ukraine?
Uh, Short of the nuclear war, you mean a non-nuclear option, right? Russians have the hyperbaric bomb. That is the biggest bomb short of a nuclear weapon, the tactical nukes. Say they launch it, but what would be their target and what are they trying to destroy? And why would they want to destroy that? That's the main issue that you have to take into account. As of now, Karthik, they're not really losing this war. They are causing a lot of attrition. They've taken a lot of territory. And the end point would be that, if Ukraine loses the Donetsk region, they lose a lot of territory, a lot of important territory.